I didn't even plan the matching. Welcome to Living Life Barefoot. Today's video, we are going to... What are we doing?
Talk about collecting water off our house. We're going to talk about collecting rainwater. We've actually been collecting rainwater for the last year. We installed one of these 55-gallon drums. It's connected over on the corner of our house to one of our downspouts. But we bought another barrel, so we're going to go through connecting the two barrels together and being able to collect 110 gallons of rainwater.
Yeah, so we can use the water for our animals, for our garden, for whatever we need it for.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, come along. I'll show you the downspout and how it connects up to the barrels.
It's a great time to do a video when everybody's hungry. They're gonna be hollering. Okay. I might need to come over where the sun's not shining.
Tell me when it's rolling.
Oh.
Is it filming?
Yep.
Well, why was he jumping? Alright, so last year when we decided to start collecting rainwater, I built a big platform right here beside the house. Had the barrel, the 55-gallon barrel sitting on top of it. The reason I had it sitting up at a higher elevation is so we didn't have to put a pump on it to pump water to where we need it. Gravity would just do it for us. So this piece of hose here, the instructions show that you drill a hole in the side of your downspout. There's a little rubber piece that goes in there and it catches some of the water as it's coming down, and this piece connects into the rain barrel. Once the barrel gets full, it'll allow it to overflow and go the rest of the way down the downspout. So this is the first piece. The company that makes this is called Earth Mind. We'll put it in the description where we got it. I think this part was like 10 or 12 bucks, and then the part that will hook the two barrels together was like another 10 or 12 dollars. So we got both of them on Amazon. We'll link that in the description.
He's gonna yell at me. I'm coming!
So this is the part that comes in from the downspout where that plastic hose comes out. It goes into here. Most of the companies that make these type of things for the rain barrels, you have to cut the whole top of the barrel out to be able to fasten these into the side of the barrel. This company that I found this stuff from, it's called Earth Minded. You don't have to. So you just drill a hole through here with a hole saw, and then it comes with these rubber grommets that fit real tight to that hole. So then you just put the rubber grommet in there, and then the hose like this that comes off the downspout will go into here, and they fit real tight. And then I'll show you now is how to connect the two barrels together. So I'm going to drill a hole like I did here on each side, on each barrel. I'm going to put these rubber grommets in it, and then this hose here will connect the two barrels together. So I'll show you how to do that. So how I got the barrel sitting on the table is exactly how they're going to sit on the stand that I built. The first hole I'm going to drill is in this first barrel that connects from the downspout. The hole that I'm going to drill on this side has to be below the level of this one. So I'm just going to come down about an inch, and I'm going to make a mark on the center of this barrel. And then I'm going to make a mark on the center of this barrel where I'm going to drill the hole going into this one, where this tube will connect the two. So this hole on this barrel has to be an inch down from this one. And then as this hose goes to this barrel, there has to be a slight slope to this as well. So I'm going to make this hole about an inch lower than this one. So this initial hole that I drilled is about 2 3/4 centered from the top. So I'm going to make this one 3 3/4 from the top. And this one I'll have to measure this way. So that's 30 inches. I'm going to make this one 29 inches. About there. Alright. Then it's just a matter of drilling the holes, putting the grommets in there, and connecting them together.
Is collecting rainwater illegal in Illinois?
I hope. Some states it is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't touch that bit right after you do that. It's really hot. So after you drill these holes out, there's a bunch of burrs along the edge here. So just take a real sharp razor knife, kind of peel them off. That way it's a lot easier to get that rubber grommet poke through there. These are kind of tricky to get in there.
What's it smell like?
Needs rinsed out,
Oh.
like stale water. This is the one we used last year. So, goes in just like that. If you kind of bend them like that to get it started. It's just like that. So then these will go like this and face each other. And see how this one's a lot higher than this one?
Mm-hmm.
As it sits on the platform, man, they fit real tight. So as it sits on the platform, the water will come in from this side, and as this barrel fills all the way up, once it gets to this level, water will start flowing into here, and then it'll fill this barrel up to this level, and then they'll be topped off, they'll be full. And then you're supposed to put an overflow on this other side to let it flow out, but I found out it's not really necessary. Once these fill up, all the water will just start going down the downspout.
Alright, so now we told you how we're going to get the rain in the barrels, but you're probably wondering, how do you get the rain out of the barrels? So Corey put a spigot down here at the bottom. I guess that was pretty easy to install.
Yeah, and it was from the same company that Earthmine did. It's installed the exact same way. You drill a hole through the barrel, you put one of these rubber grommets through there, and then the spigot just attaches to the rubber grommet.
And then what we're going to do from there, obviously, is hook a hose up to it. That way we can run it out to our garden, to our greenhouse, and out to our animals to give them fresh water. And one thing that we are going to do, because all the wonderful things that are being sprayed in our air, and who knows what's going on, but to try to help eliminate whatever that is, we're going to have a filter that we're going to attach to the faucet here, and then the hose will attach then to the filter. So
Yeah, it's the same kind of filter like we use for our RV when we go traveling. It's just a filter you can buy anywhere. It'll screw, the threads will screw right onto this spigot, and then the other end has threads that attach to your hose. So I built a platform to put these up on, so we don't have to use any sort of pump or anything like that to get the water where we want it to go. So as long as you elevate your barrels higher than your garden, gravity will take care of getting the water out to where you need to go. So no pumps or electricity needed or anything like that.
Just rained.
We get a lot of rain here, so and when it rains here, it pours. So these barrels will be full. The first rain we get, there will be, you know, these barrels will fill up.
And I know Corey said something about it kind of smelling from the water standing in there. So we're gonna just probably mix up a non-toxic type cleaner, whether that's vinegar, peroxide, baking soda, I don't know, we'll come up with something. We're gonna put the mixture together, fill it up, or put it in here, fill the water up, and just kind of clean it out the best we can.
Yeah, if anybody has any recommendations, you know, when you go to Google, you know, how to keep the water fresh while it's in the barrels, it says don't let any light in, which these are completely sealed and they're a dark color. They're going to be on the north side of our house, so the sun will never be shining on the barrels. So we got all that covered, but just to prevent any algae or bacteria growing in there, every Google search says pour bleach in there, which we don't want to do. So we're thinking vinegar or peroxide. So if anybody has any recommendations on like the ratio, how much vinegar or peroxide to each gallon of water, that'd be great. Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
I temporarily put these barrels up here. I moved this platform over here just to show you how it's going to look once we're finished. But I am going to pour a little concrete pad underneath this stand that we built, and so we can roll our hose up and put underneath, store under there while we're not using it. But
I don't know if they can see. Can you see?
It's close. So you see this first hose here? It's attached to the downspout. As the water comes off the roof, it'll come into the barrel here. As the barrel fills up, once it gets to this hose, it'll start overflowing into this barrel. This barrel will fill up, and there'll be about 100 gallons of water. So then on this end is where we'll hook up and run the water all the way out there to the garden and the greenhouse. And also our animals are really close, so we'll have their water just right here behind us, so we can water them with rainwater as well.
They're so funny, they're all just like right there. Guess that's the popular spot right now.
Yeah, all of them hanging out. See that empty chicken tractor? It's gonna have a bunch of baby chicks in it real soon.
You want me to do a flip?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
That's our outro.
Yep.
Me doing a flip.
All right. All right, thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you learned something on how to capture water, and we will show you one more trick on the way out.
Me doing a flip? Psych, I can't do a flip.
Let's see this. Let's see this pro.
What about me?
Huh?
I'll flip to that one.
I don't know if I can capture that. There, I did capture it.
Oh God.
Very nice.
Okay, I can do this. Whoa. I just shot a dive roll.
Alright, thanks guys. Remember, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and like and share our videos.